Slot's gone. You were still comparing. The page says sold out. The tab next to it is still open. Your notes are still there. Pros, cons, backup options, questions to check. The line that mattered is still blank. You didn't miss this because you forgot. You missed it while working on it. Same search, different day, same listing, same 3 alternatives, same notes file getting longer. Done still at 0. That's not a lack of effort. That's a decision being kept open while the world keeps moving. And that's why nothing feels finished. Not because your mind is too busy, because the state never flipped. The review ran. The row stayed blank. The window closed on its own schedule. Those are different things. Looking again is not the same as closing. Comparing again is not the same as picking. Adding one more note is not the same as changing the state. That's the break in the pattern. You treated review like progress. It felt active. It felt careful. It felt responsible. The external state does not care about that. It only cares whether anything closed before it moved. Look at what usually happens. The notes get longer. The tabs multiply. A new option gets added. Then another. The original choice is not getting narrower. It's getting wider. The decision does not get cleaner. It gets more complex. More detail. More angles. More reasons to wait. And because the effort is real, the delay stays respectable. You're not telling yourself, I'm stalling. You're telling yourself, I just want to make sure I pick the right one. That sounds responsible. It also keeps the door open. And an open door only works while the room behind it stays the same. Most of the time, it doesn't. The price changes. The slot fills. The listing expires. The application closes. The review keeps running anyway, as if the environment is still holding still for you. That's the cost. Not stress. Not a vague sense of being behind. A real option changing while your decision stays open. You can see it. 2 visits to the same page. 1 price on Monday. A higher one on Thursday. Same tabs open. Same notes. No decision logged. Or the booking page. Available at first. Then limited. Then gone. Your notes got better across all 3 sessions. The outcome got worse. More review didn't protect the decision. It protected the feeling of not being locked in. That's the trade. You keep the option open to avoid committing too early. But the environment doesn't wait for your certainty. So the open state starts decaying while you call it work. And once you repeat that a few times, it doesn't stay isolated. It spreads. The job application sits in draft. The posting closes first. The apartment comparison gets cleaner. The unit goes to someone else. The item stays saved. The price moves. Then stock clears. Different surfaces. Same structure. External window closing. Internal review still open. Done still blank. That's the pattern. Not overthinking in the abstract. Not perfectionism. Not burnout. Review without close. Or more directly, open state maintenance. The decision looks active because you keep touching it, but the behavior is keeping it unresolved. That's why the effort never turns into finished. Because finished is not a feeling. Finished is a state change. You can see the difference. A tab can stay open for 10 days. It stays loud. A row marked done is quiet in 1 second. That's the gap. Not effort versus laziness. Activity versus closure. And this loop does not usually stop itself, even after it costs you something, because each review cycle pays you first. You compare again. The discomfort drops. You have more information. More angles covered. More control. That relief lands immediately. The cost does not. The cost shows up later. Slot gone. Deadline passed. By then, the session already felt useful, so it doesn't register as failure. It registers as careful work. That's why knowing this doesn't break it. The behavior pays out in the short term. It gives control now. It sends the cost later. And when the cost arrives, the behavior is still defensible. I was being thorough. I was still weighing it. I hadn't finished checking. All true. All still compatible with a blank done column. That's where the second cost starts. The first cost is the missed window. The second cost is the loop hardening. Every round that ends with no state flip makes the next round feel more justified. Now you're not just protecting the decision. You're protecting the time already spent on it. The notes are long. The comparisons are organized. You've already invested hours. So stopping feels like waste. Closing now feels wrong. The shield upgrades. At first, I'm being careful. Later, I've already put this much in. I should get it right. That sounds stronger. It also makes it harder to stop. because the review is now defending itself. And then the pattern multiplies. Not one open decision, several. A purchase, a message, an application, a plan, a booking, a reply you still haven't sent. All open, all active, none closed. That's when everything starts to feel unfinished. Not because nothing is happening, because nothing is closing. Still open is work. Done is closure. Dropped is closure. Blank is neither. That's why more organization doesn't fix this. A cleaner system can still keep the row blank. More research doesn't fix it. That's how the row stayed blank. A better framework doesn't fix it. It just makes the open state cleaner. Even urgency doesn't fix it. A timer can speed up the review. It cannot force the close. That's the failure. Not lack of information. Not lack of care. No visible close. So the constraint has to land there. Not your mood. Not your identity. One row. One state change. Pick the single oldest open decision. Not the biggest. Not the hardest. The oldest one still sitting there. Put it on one row. Then mark that row done or dropped. Either one counts. The point is not being right. The point is ending the open state. If the row isn't marked, it's still open. That's the rule. If it turns back into more notes, more tabs, another pass, nothing changed. But when it's marked, something happens the review never produced. The state flips. One loop closes. One item stops pulling attention. One line goes quiet. That's closure here. Not certainty. Not a better answer. A mark where there was a blank. So check your list. What's the oldest open decision on it right now, and what does the done column next to it show?